Hello everyone and welcome back to Operation Fredericus. We're playing Panzer strategy and yeah, let's continue where we left off. So I don't see anything around here except these guys. What I can do with this infantry is pretty much just move out here first. Probably won't spot anything. It seems to be a pretty poor result if you ask me. So, yeah, okay, it looks a bit better, but I'm still not gonna attack. Right, let's just get the recon out here first. Okay, so we don't have any artillery that's going to bug me over in this section. So let's see if I can get these rear area guys out there. Make them do what they need to do. And at least get some use out of them. So move out here. If I can, preferably I would attack from range, but these guys do also have a ranged attack, so it's not the absolute craziness here. Finish off these and these. Alright. So even from here, these guys aren't going to have a good attack. And it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So only these. Okay, so there is an AT gun there. I don't know whether there's one here. But it seems to look good. Okay. I'm not gonna attack now. I just need that guy out of the way. And I will surely attack later. So... blast it. Now I actually think I'm gonna... put this a bit higher. So naturally I need to bomb this, but at least that finishes off one of the anti-aircraft guns. Let's actually see whether there is more anti-aircraft around here. Because if these are the only two, I might actually get away with bombing. I mean, from here it's like a movement of 6. 1, 2, 3. I can bomb in this area, so I do need to get rid of those guys. Let's just see what I can do about them. I did have some nifty anti-aircraft guns around here. Now these guys, they would even be able to get the smackdown on these, but it's a pretty poor attack. Still, I can use these to fire at the weakened fighter, and that should allow me to bring in my own. And I should have used the anti-aircrafts first. Although... yeah, it's such a waste, but I still need to just attack that one. Because I need... I can destroy this with a fighter anyway. So, anti-aircrafts, too far away. Let's move you out here. Zoom and boom. Or boom and zoom. Get terrible result. Not finishing them off. Excellent. Everything I always wanted. Okay. With that out of the way, I don't think my 17 strength would cut it all the way here. No, it doesn't. So I'm gonna have to rely on some other anti-aircraft guns in order to finish these bad boys off. And, you know, I'm gonna take some damage, but, you know, it's... can't be prevented. That's one, and then let's use the other one out here. Let's use some incendiaries. It's as if the incendiaries don't seem to work against these guys, even though they are soft targets. Nice. Okay, so with the anti-aircraft guns gone, I can get these out, and I can probably empty it entirely. Okay. Whew. I was afraid I didn't get the overrun. It's like, wow. Let's move. Because I don't know what this is, I'm reluctant to attack that. Rather, I would go for these, even though that's obviously a worse choice here. Just empty everything on these guys. Now I'm out of ammo. So I did quite a number on the tanks there. They are very weak right now. Let's get some of the bombers. And I still have 2 fighters left. Okay, so that's great. I can use one in order to protect myself around here. If I get... yeah, I need to bomb this. And then move back up in order to... why does it... it must be this artillery that will attack then. Okay. But then here, there's also another artillery, so I would never get away with it. Ultimately. Well, this is a weak one, so that gives me at least the heavy armor ability, whereas the other one probably would not have. Because that a base attack higher than... a heart attack harder than 10. Now the AT gun would go to work. Yeah, so I can't attack another time. Although I do still have this bomber, so... I guess clearing out the AT guns is pretty good work here. And it empties out the artillery. It only has 1 ammo left. My biggest concern is still the enemy air force. I have to protect my bombers against the enemy fighters, although there are surprisingly... well, what was here then? It's a Sturmovec, and... there were some other ones here. This is also a fighter. I might actually be better off just trying to engage the enemy fighters and just leaving my bombers hanging there without protection, hoping that they won't suffer too much damage while I attack them. Because otherwise I will never be able to get rid of all the enemy fighters, I suppose. Let's just do that. You know, the 1 strength fighter is naturally not going to do a whole lot. And since it's the bombers that I'm actually worried about, I can only move against those bombers later. Of course, wherever I can, such as here, I will still aim to provide support. Yeah. Didn't win the initiative even through Boom and Zoom, because they used it as well. Yeah. At least down to 6. So it shouldn't be the end of the world. I'll probably take some damage, but hopefully this will keep it to a minimum. Yeah, you're not gonna do a whole lot, so let's keep him in supply at least. And if I can keep units right next to anti-aircraft guns, I am also quite pleased. Let's move here. This should give me an overrun at least. Crush them, then move a little further. And yeah, this would put me... Oh, yeah, it always helps out there. Huh. Alright, let's do it differently then. Let's attack here. Make sure it wastes its last ammo. And now I can do the next attack. These guys are pretty weak at the moment. I'd rather attack here. Let's actually go for the recon. Because they can move a lot more, I might go around my units and then attack some of the artillery. That would be pretty bad. Okay, I'm gonna put one of the tanks down here so it can actually do whatever it needs doing down here. I don't want them to take the airfield, so better keep an eye out. Okay, this is right next to the anti-aircraft gun. I'm feeling pretty good about this. Even though I'm sure I'll be taking a couple of hits again. I think at this stage that's nearly unavoidable, because they still have so many air units. But, you know, we're working on it. We're working on it. In order to make this artillery useful, they actually need to move up quite a bit. So much even that I'm actually afraid to do that, because they would be exposed. Although putting them here is not the end of the world, probably. Okay. As long as it's out of reach of these. Huh. 2, 3. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's attack then. There's one huge blob of my units. Now let's move into the woods and... okay. I seem to have messed up there. Biggest problem though is this KV. Let's pull you back a bit. Leave those guys standing. Not gonna attack, I know they have artillery or whatever. This is one of the weaker anti-tank guns. We're gonna go here. These guys will be useless for the rest of the game, so... Alright, let's gamble. I think after this turn we're probably good in the air. Probably. Yeah. these guys are out of ammunition entirely. But this is why I went after the enemy fighters, with the hope that I wouldn't suffer too much damage. Unfortunately, this anti-aircraft gun doesn't deal that much against the Illusions. Yeah. So it's costly. It is costly. So what is that? Was a KV. And it got badly mauled by my troops. It's probably gonna get destroyed then. No, it's still alive. Well, this can't be a good idea. Oh, it's going after the bunker. I mean, if they went for the anti-aircraft, you know, that would make a lot more sense. Although they are a bit blocked here. Okay. Huh. Who would have thought? They actually broke through. They're putting quite a few eggs in this attack here up north. They seem to have even some KV tanks, etc. Alright, one of my artillery got smashed, but besides that, it wasn't actually that bad. So, yeah, I'll probably get an overrun from this one too. That's what I would think. Question then becomes, what is actually in here? I would have to use a recon for that. If I move one hex down, at the very least I can attack them. Probably no overrun here, but... Okay, there is an overrun. Let's move you. Land there, get full fuel and ammo. Now they're back up to 11. Which means they can go pretty far. Let's make sure that they bomb this first. And I can take a look at what else is there. I mean, they do still have some units out here, so... Just no anti-aircraft guns. Okay, so it can't target anything else except this. I might just as well bomb it. Just doesn't really matter. Yeah, and retake the depot. So you, this fighter in the back, you can pretty much only attack that Sturmovik here. But I will. Again, I don't have anything better to do anyway. Seems like these are stuck, but I can still attack here. Great. And then these up here should be able to attack the Sturmovik at least. Yeah. So that gets rid of quite a few planes. Nice. So I think the attack in the center has pretty much been been dealt with already, and should allow me now to prepare for some other attacks. So you should be able... I don't think there's any anti-aircraft going around here. They would always support each other, but I don't expect any damage from such low strength fighters. Although it is unfortunate that my unit is out of ammunition. Let's land there. You can use your last ammunition here, all the way. Oh wow! Really? Well, that was messed up. I messed that up real good. Great. Didn't take that into account. Silly me. Okay, well. Let's keep going though. You took that. Let's take over the depot. So no more danger coming from this side. And guess I get to move down then. Okay, so we know we know there's the artillery here. Let's level you up in the process. There we go. We probably have to bomb it. Having some voice problems, not really sure why. If I move too close to the city, I might have some counter-firing artillery, but I don't think we have it from here, at least. Great, overrun. Technically, I can move this way now. This is a lot better than I would think. Ah, well, guess it worked out anyway. You should probably go back. They might break through here, and I've no intention of getting all crazy. Okay, well, let's do it this way. And like I said, not much else to do. And there didn't seem to be too many fighters from the enemy. So let's burn this place to the ground. And just go in there.
Our units occupied WWII. We have established control over an important railroad junction.
Where did that recon go? Did it go back? Well, it's anybody's guess now. I keep forgetting that there's this line of fire thing which makes it impossible for a unit to shoot over cities like this. Okay. They're out of ammo now. So let's go back a bit where there's still supply. At least I can get rid of these guys, get an overrun, and actually move on. And that will allow me to also attack here. So that works. I need to finish off this infantry, you know, so let's move here, get an overrun for destroying that. Still need to finish off that infantry. If I'm lucky, can get the artillery to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, not 6. Okay, but at least this artillery has a job now because I can attack down here. No need for incendiaries. And if you... 1, 2, 3, 4... No, it's also too far. Fair enough. I'll just keep moving. Take the big depot. And yeah, move on. So no anti-aircraft to take down or anything else. I'd like to stay in supply, so I'll be moving my units in such a way as to get it. I should be able to take that depot with something, even if I have to give up a movement, but I don't think so. There we are. That's good, because that will allow me to see whether my units would still be in supply, and many of them would. I didn't mean to do that, but okay. Let's burn them to the ground. Get rid of these. And yeah, I don't need to lose anything. So for now, I don't expect a counteroffensive from this side. I might just as well keep moving and make sure that I've you know, pretty decent setup for next turn. I do have to be a bit careful at least, so I don't want to run my artillery ahead of the rest of my units, and I don't want to get some artillery fire from that side. So if I just position my units this way, I can get a good attack on the next turn and destroy both of these batches or clusters of units while moving towards Izium. I also want to shift some of my air forces back over to the north in order to avoid a disaster there. Since, you know, things seem to be in a bit of a pickle there. So let's just land a couple of air units, and next turn they can go to town. It's out of reach for now, so yeah, I can't do anything about it currently. But what I can do is make them refuel, you know, and move up. I don't need most of my air units in this sector now, and I do have my 17 strength guy, so just go out there, make sure that they can't take the airfield, although it's pretty unlikely that they will. And yeah, it's looking decent. I'll just use 8 points and finish off the recon, while you can't even move. Okay, so just moving back 1 hex and getting into the medium depot should save me here for 1 turn, and then next turn I can just bomb most of the units that are out there. Really no problem, I think. Let's see what we have left though. That artillery got destroyed. They still have a pretty hefty bomber there. I'll be looking to destroy that, but of course they have the anti-aircraft gun, so I should probably, for now, just go back in, regain all that fuel, and just see how far I can get on the next turn. And that seems to be it. Let's end the turn. See what the AI is up to. Do I have anti-aircraft in range? I don't. Unbelievable. That's gonna cost me quite a bit in repairs. I think, because I think that was an artillery. Did it get destroyed? I'm not even sure. I think it did. It probably did. Yeah, they're very busy with that bunker, as I predicted. Please don't make me replay my turn. Yep, let's just keep going. Yeah, if that gets stuck, I'm not gonna...
Soviets are preparing for the evacuation of the factory that produces 120mm regimental mortars for the Red Army. You must stop the evacuation and take the equipment.
I would like to. So what did happen here? Where is that unit? It doesn't show itself anymore. So... Oh, thank you. It was an infantry and not one of my artillery pieces. Right. Whew. Okay, they very likely will have anti-aircraft here, but let's set up our units first. And there we go, that one, and probably nothing else, right? No. Okay. Let's continue here. So, first of all, I want to start down here. They probably still have a unit there, we'll just wait. I want to start down here. Okay, let's get rid of these first. Move one hex down. Yeah, indeed, getting the overrun, great. So let's move one hex forward. Oh, they had another unit there. And get another overrun. Make it surrender. Let's attack. Make that one surrender. This must be the last unit. And it was. Okay, but it can't move anymore. Let's take the big depot and start moving towards this side. So at least we get to see what's still out there. Seems like they still have a couple of heavy units. That's fair. Double anti-aircraft gun. Seems like they clearly don't want me to bomb there. However, that's not gonna stop me. Didn't I have another recon here? Yeah. Just need to know what this is. So they do also have an artillery, but now they don't have any anti-aircraft. Or maybe they do? It's the closest I can look. They might have it. It wouldn't surprise me that much if they did. So I can still attack though here. Finish them off. Just in case and I do have enough points, but let's use the aviation recon because I just don't want to get into the position where that would have been an anti-aircraft. It is not. That's from the looks of it. So otherwise these would have attacked forces 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So bombing down there should be absolutely fine. Well, let's go. As before, this is really overpowered, I think. I didn't expect it to be so overpowered, but it is. There we go, and now their offensive has been smashed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So use double attack. And that unit at the big depot should be close to being finished off. Although, of course, I don't know that 100% for sure. So I should tread carefully. It's a shame it's barely out of reach for me. Okay, let's just attack like this. Let's see how it goes. Yeah. Good, some intelligence data. Breaking through here should be child's play. And from there, I should be able to rapidly move up. Yeah, let's repair you. Luckily, it's cheap. Okay, about those planes. So, first of all, I can't spot there, so it's gonna be a bit risky. But I think we're probably fine, at least up here. I'll try to stay as far away from that as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think the KV is probably safe, but that's as far as I will go. Nope, it was closer. Well, you know, you take gambles like that, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So yeah, they got a bit of a smackdown on me. Good for them. They probably will be able to capitulate on that for a bit, you know, cost me a bit more damage. Yeah. So I need these units to be just a little further. But I was able to, at the very least, destroy that unit. These guys are very weakened. Don't know what this is, but I think I'll be able to stop the attack. Cold in its feet with whatever I have. There we go. Then these will be able to finish off the fighter. Unfortunately, I don't have a new one then. This is an anti-tank gun, but I'm best off just going for the Katyusha, I think. because the rest of these might cause me some issues. I don't think it will be any problem ultimately. Since they don't have any artillery there either, it shouldn't be that big of an issue. Do have this AT gun, which can move 2 hexes and shoot 2 hexes, so unfortunately I can't move my artillery out too far. It's not too dangerous, but it just means that I have to still be cautious for a bit. I'm actually fine with moving these in the water, and then they can actually cross next turn probably pretty nicely. So no stress from that. What do we have left? Let's just take a look. Yeah, let's land here. And they actually made it. Alright, so let's go out and protect this bomber. You did get some refueling. Let's move up here. Okay, they don't really mind the fuel that much. I'm not gonna bomb this turn, but definitely on the next turn. Yeah, you also need to land. I'm a bit cautious about that airfield right now because we already overused it for this turn. There aren't any other airfields really that I want to go specifically, although they do need to land. They're quite far out. I can move up here, probably land them and then use them. I think that might work. Okay. Yeah. So this other unit is an infantry. And another unit once more. Right, I will be ending this video here. I want to thank you for watching. Do hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. So take care, and see you there. Bye bye.